All right, baby, here we go. Let's get this started over again. My name is Jose Trujillo, and I am an artist, the world's greatest living artist for that matter. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic day today. Today I've been talking about a couple of things. One of the things I want to talk to you about is finding out how you can get commissions, guys. Okay? I did a video earlier on commissions and I posted it on YouTube. You guys can go check it out. It's free. It's YouTube. But I'm posting very cool stuff on YouTube. Things that you guys can get and actually implement and start using. Not random crazy stuff that you'll never get to use. So I've talked about how most artists will try to get a commission, a custom piece, right? We'll try to sell a commission by just luck, by hope. I hope someone buys my paintings. I hope I sell a commission. Well, that's not going to get you anywhere. You need a plan, baby. You need a plan. And so in my video, I explained three steps to get yourself a commission. Okay? And to repeat that, and how you can get more commissions as an artist. It's important to get commissions, right? If it's important to you, if it's not important to you, don't worry about what I'm trying to say here. But if it's important to you, you should definitely go check out my video on how to get art commissions if you're an artist. There's a 3-step. I'm going to tell you really quick here in case, I don't know, maybe you don't want to go watch it. There's a 3-step process or strategy to get a commission. Number 1, you have to find an audience. Where are people hanging out? Number 2, what I mean by that is anything. It could be an event. It could be Instagram. It could be Facebook. It doesn't matter. Where are people hanging out? It could be YouTube. And you need to bring them gifts. There needs to be a gift that you are going to bring them. Okay? It's got to be valuable gifts. It can't be like some bullshit. It's got to be something valuable. And number three, you can talk to them about what you do. Do not try to sell them yet. Talk to them about what you do. Talk to them about you're an artist. You paint, you create. Continue giving them gifts. And then once you have their full attention, then you can pitch. And you can say, by the way, I do commissions. Okay? Now you can pitch and you can ask them. You can ask them to check out your deal, whatever you're pitching. But one of the difficulties, I'm a target here. My wife loves this place. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I came to get some tape. My wife happens to love this place. She's like, "Oh, Target." So one of the things that we tend to do wrong as artists, I think it's pretty bad, is that we hope to get a commission. We're hoping. We're wishing, we're hoping, we're wanting. And what we do is that we'll go and we'll put stuff on Instagram, our photographs, our paintings, or whatever. And we're like, "Hey, guys, look at me." We'll put stuff and we're like, "Hey, guys, look at me." And at the bottom, we'll type something like, "Commissions available," or "Commissions now available." Or if you want a commission, you can contact me here. But the reality is that we don't really have people's attention. We really don't have people's attention. What we have is we're screaming and shouting, look, but there's really no attention. There's no connection happening. Now, let's say you're talking to a group of interior designers on Instagram, okay? Here's a quick way of getting someone's attention. You can start talking about in your videos or send a DM or whatever. Do not spam people, but you can start talking about something like, get something valuable and give it to them. Don't wait for an exchange. Don't wait for them to give you something back. Just give it to them. Genuinely give them something valuable, something as simple as, here are the top 3 things you can do right now if you're an interior designer, how to get more clients in the door, okay? How to prepare for the summer and the colors that are in trend. If you're an interior designer, these are the 3 must things that you need to know, or the 10 things that you need to, whatever, an article, a title of a book that you read that you think that an interior designer would definitely benefit, you know, anything, but it has to be valuable. The more valuable it is, the more you have their attention. Not until you have their attention. Where can I find office supplies?
Office supplies are going to be in F.
F? Thank you. Not until you have their attention do you have their permission. Okay? Normally, this is done by giving something of very high value, right, in exchange for their email. But most people stop there. This is why I don't like that strategy alone, because most people stop there. They're like, oh, okay, I gave you an ebook. Now you're gonna have to listen to me forever. No, I don't. Like you didn't continue to retain my attention. Attention is something that you have to retain. Where's F? Where's F around here? Attention is something that you have to retain. It's not something that you... It's not something that you do an exchange, a transaction, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, I got your email now. You're screwed. No. Not only it's ethically wrong, people are not going to pay attention to you because you don't truly have their attention. But if you continue to foster it and give them gifts, the whole point here is to continue to give them gifts. Give them something that they care about, right? Maybe there's a spiritual group. I don't know. Bible quotes, whatever your thing is. I'm personally not religious, but maybe that's your thing, you know? Maybe it's a health and wellness, right? Tips on how to eat better, the best shakes you can have, or smoothies for summer, whatever, it doesn't matter. They don't have to necessarily be into art. They don't necessarily have to be into that. A lot of people think that they have to be into art, so people are confused. They're like, oh my God, no, because the only people that like art are artists and they don't really buy, and they're all confused about it. No, it's just an audience. It's just a group of people that are into something, and you are a value provider in that group. You provide value. You're not there to take, you're there to give. And once you start giving enough, that's where the magic starts happening. You start getting their attention. You have their attention, you have their permission.
Hello.
Hi.
Were you able to find everything right?
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. We have 2433.
So, I hope this is making any sense. If not, I have no idea how to make this more clear. Thank you so much.
Did you want your receipt?
Yes, please.
Oh my goodness.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, it's fine. I got tape right there.
Perfect. Oh, it's right there.
Thank you. You too. So, I hope this makes any sense, guys, to you. As artists, we tend to either complicate things. Hannah says makes sense. As artists, we tend to overcomplicate or oversimplify, and both of those polars are really not helpful. They're not really very smart. We either tend to make things very simple. We're like, oh no, all you really need is to paint really great, right? That's an oversimplification. We tend to oversimplify or overcomplicate it. all you really need to do is paint really great, and people will follow you. That's not true. That's definitely not true. Or what you need is all these strategies and all these things, and you have to really, spin all these plates at once. That's not true either. No. What you need is to stop thinking about yourself only. That's all. And then you're going to start figuring it out. But you need to stop just thinking about yourself. Most of us think too much about ourselves. Just got here. Are we shopping? I love that. Yeah. I was at Target buying tape for my wife. She needs some tape. Hannah says, while juggling multiple part-time jobs on top of making art, it's easy to drop the ball on viewers' attention. Yeah, totally. I completely understand that. I had 2 jobs. I worked 2 shifts, not 2 jobs. I worked 2 shifts, and then I would do weekend hustles, right? Weekend side jobs. And I was an artist, and I totally relate to that. Like the fact that you feel like you have no time is the killer, right? That'll surely get you in a negative state very fast. But it's also because we don't have the info, or we don't know how to implement the info. Saw you last night, says Danny. Hey, Danny, what's up? But once you start getting this info and you start implementing, you realize how simple it is to implement it, and you don't oversimplify it, but you don't overcomplicate it either. You just utilize it, right? You find an audience. Hey, where's the audience? Oh, there's audience there's people on Instagram. Okay, well, there's people. Who would you like your audience to be? Who do you think would buy your artwork? Maybe you're an abstract painter who creates this huge abstract works or whatever, and your work looks more contemporary, and it looks like it would fit more with interior designers as opposed to necessarily the plein air painters. So don't talk to the plein air painters. Don't talk to the realistic, hyper realistic painters that are trying to do something completely different. Talk to people who are more into the type of artwork you do, or that decorate with the artwork that you do. Talk to those people. Who do they happen to be? They don't have to be artists. Some of them are artists, but who do they happen to be? Well, they're decorators, interior designers. They're people that are more into trends of colors and that kind of stuff. So you talk to them, and you talk to them in a way that matters to them, right? You talk to them in a way that matters to them. You can DM them. Do not spam. Again, this strategy is not for you to go spamming. Nobody likes a spammer. And especially even if you have something of value that you think it's value, but they might not think it's value, right? They might not think. That's why it's not cool to spam, because they might not think it's value. And here you are saying, but it's so valuable, take it. But they might not think it's valuable. So that's why you got to test these things, right? You got to just shoot stuff out, put them on your Instagram and be like, hey guys, I want to talk to you about, the top 3 things you can do as an interior designer to get more people in the door. Or you can message someone and tell someone that is an interior designer, I read this book, I thought it might interest you. Or I read this article, or whatever. Or you can write the article. Maybe you're good at writing, or maybe you can do a video. Maybe an interior designer doesn't know about framing, right? And they care about framing, and you make a video about how to choose the right frame according to the decor that they're using. Interior designers love that. Maybe they don't understand what Baroque is, what Baroque framing is, what contemporary framing is, maybe they're all stuck on the trend right now. Maybe you talk about that. Maybe they're all stuck on the trend of mid-century modern. But you got to know your shit, right? If you don't know your shit, it's going to be very difficult to talk to them. And if you don't know it, it's okay. Maybe you can go find out about it, right? And most interior designers right now are very much into mid-century modern decor. 6 years ago, they were into farm chic, right? Chic country chic or farm chic. They were into that, very washed up, white, tan frames and stuff like that. Before that, they were into, I know this because I've talked to them, right? I've offered value to them, gifts to them. Before that, they were into hotel chic. Hotel chic was very big about 7-8 years ago. Still is, but it was very trendy, right? Big stuff, big art, hotel chic, things that you would hang in a hotel lobby. People were decorating that way in their homes, and interior designers were much into that. So you talk to them about what the trend is, what's happening, and things that they care about. Don't just give them something they could Google somewhere. Give them something that they could, like, oh, that's common knowledge, that's stupid. No, give them something that has some meat, So here's how you can add new people to your email list. Here's a new strategy, how you can add people to your email list if you're an interior designer. Here's what you can offer, right? These are strategies. These are things that they can use, that they're going to feel grateful. They're not going to buy a commission from you just because you offer that. But you're giving them something. You're giving them tools. And what you're doing is you're asking for their permission to listen to you. You're asking, with all respect, for their attention. Right? It's like giving a person a flower. Right? You're dating. You're giving you give a compliment, a beautiful. Hey, I love your shoes. That dress looks beautiful on you. You don't need to be overt and stupid about it. Hey, men out there, all men should be feminists, by the way. Be respectful. Dress looks beautiful, or whatever, It doesn't have to be something about the way they look. It could be something about what they said. That was very insightful. Compliment. Give them gifts. Why? Because the gift will earn you their attention. Now they're going to pay attention to. Now you can talk about. Don't pitch yet. Do not pitch yet. Okay. Warning. Do not pitch. Ask for their attention first by talking about them, not you. And then once you have their attention, talk about yourself. Very little. Tell them that you're an artist. Don't try to pitch. And then give more gifts. Right? Now they know what you do and what you're about. Now they know what you do and what you're about. Continue to give gifts so that you continue to give them their attention. Okay? And then now you have their permission. It's not written. It's not put somewhere. Now you have their permission. Because you have their attention, you have their permission to pitch. And when you pitch something, again, make sure that you're offering value. Okay? Not oh, here's something for nothing. No. For example, recently I started showing artists. I have over 1,000 videos on YouTube on how to paint, how to mix paint, how to blah, 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 and this and that. All valuable stuff that I've learned, right? As an artist, as a full-time artist, all the stuff. By the way, I didn't start doing these videos until I was a full-time artist. You don't have to wait. But I didn't have a necessity to make these videos, right? Until I became a full-time artist, I started sharing things that I really knew. You don't have to wait. I'm not telling you have to wait, but just to tell you how much value there is in these videos, it wasn't until I knew exactly what the hell I was doing that I started sharing the videos. So, Danny says, the sales were good for a while. Now they slowed down. If sales have slowed down, it's one of two things, generally. Okay? One of two things. You may not have, and please don't take this personal. This is based on my experience. If sales have slowed down, you're either not as productive as when sales are high. Okay? That's one. Or the other one, you've exhausted the audience. Meaning you're not gathering more audience. You haven't re-energized the audience. You have to re-energize the audience. And one sure way of doing that is to bring as much value as possible. More value will always win, okay? The more value, the person that brings the most value will always win. More value doesn't mean what you think is more value, it's what they think is more value. So, again, I was sharing all of these videos on YouTube, and it occurred to me, well, it didn't occur to me, but people started asking me, hey, where do you find your reference photos? And it occurred to me that if people keep asking me this, well, they have the same problem I had, which is I didn't have enough reference photos or reference images to create my artwork. So what I started doing was organizing all of my reference sketches, all of the drawings that I've created over the years, and offer them to people that have the same problem I have. Okay? Now remember, I didn't offer this for free. At this point, I started pitching them, right? I started selling them. But it has to be valuable. I did not know this was valuable. I knew that this was valuable to me. I didn't know this was valuable to them. But first, I saturated them with gifts. I told them, hey, look, if you're starting out as an artist, this is what you can do. I started showing up every day on Instagram. Every day, 2, 3, 5, 10 times a day on Instagram, showing up. Hey, look, if you're having a hard time painting, if you don't feel like things are going your way, this is what I've done. This is how I get out of that rut. This is how I become more productive. These are gifts. This is a sharing process that most artists don't do. Most artists don't like sharing. They think that they're going to create more competition. As a matter of fact, one of the comments that I get the most is, dude, you're going to create so much competition if you keep telling people how you do things. I don't care. There's enough to go around. That is a lack mentality, and I don't allow lack mentality in my mind. Everyone can get their own share. There is enough in the universe for everybody. I believe this with my core. The reason why people create lack is because they want to make sure that not a lot of people get. If not a lot of people get, it's not that they're going to take from them. It's that they can use those people. Anytime someone creates lack of that magnitude, it's because they're trying to use people. And I'm not in the business of using people. I'm in the business of empowering people. I want to empower people. Why? Because when you empower someone, they flow power back to you. If I give someone something that is so valuable, they're going to empower either by reciprocating or telling someone else about me or talking about my process, sharing my videos, whatever. It's flowing power. This universe works with power, right? It's energy. And I need to keep the energy flowing. I cannot keep it with me. I cannot keep the energy with me. If I learn something new, you better know that I'm going to share it with you. I'm not going to keep it with me. Every time I learn new stuff, I don't keep it with me. It is important for me to share it because I see it as blood. It needs to circulate. It needs to circulate. Someone with, what do they say, bad circulation usually has health challenges, health problems, right? The blood needs to circulate. Well, the same way, blood is energy. Money is energy, right? It's power. It's all of these things. It needs to circulate. It cannot get stuck. I need the veins to run. So if I know something, I'm going to share it with you. If you know something, if you want power to come back to you, you need to share it. You need to empower someone else. So I hope that this is making any sense for you guys. Didi says, true good ethics go a long way. Always, always. What are ways in which I can grow my audience? Well, this I'm sharing with you right now. This is one way that you can share, that you can grow your audience. Start giving them gifts. That's how you start growing the audience. Now, this is the beauty of this. Not only, and I'm going to do a video on specific strategies. I know what you're asking me. You're asking me a specific strategy. There are thousands of them, and I'm going to share with you guys a couple of them. I'm going to do a video for you guys that you guys can start implementing. Proven exactly how you can go and start growing an audience, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. I have audiences, small ones, not so big, but I don't really care about them being so big. What I care about is that they're engaging, right? That they receive value and they flow power back to me. That's what I care about. Or power back to someone else. It doesn't matter if it's to me or someone else, as long as the power keeps moving. right? I see it as electricity, right? It needs to keep moving. So this is the beauty of this, of giving gifts. Not only are people going to listen to you and they're going to buy from you, but they're going to subscribe to your message. Every time I do a video, people show up and they want to listen. Why? Because they're subscribing to my message. There's no click here to subscribe, follow, put your email in here. There's none of that. There's some of that. I do that as well. I do that on YouTube. People subscribe on my YouTube channel. People follow me on Instagram. Yeah, but the most important one is the one where you don't need to click anything. You tune in because you want to. You tune in because it's important to you. You tune in because you're receiving value. It's legitimate. It's not because I made you give me your email or you were forced to listen to me because you had to sit through some workshop that you didn't really want it to go, but now you're there and you have no choice but to listen to me. No, you're there because you want to be there. That's the one I care about, because you want to be there. It's the same as if you go watch a movie that you really enjoyed and you talk about the movie, right? It's the same way. You're like, oh my God, you got to go check out this movie. I remember when Titanic came out, everybody was like, oh, you got to go see Titanic. You want to talk about the movie, right? That's what I want to be for other people. I want people to want to talk about it because it's true, because it matters, not because they subscribe. They subscribed in their heart, right? Oh shit, man, there's Jose talking again. It must be something good. I got to tune in. It must be something good. It must be something valuable, because he proves over and over that he's bringing value and it matters to me. And that's the subscription I want, because that's flowing power. And if you're an artist, you need to be doing the same thing that I'm doing. You need to be subscribing people with their heart. Yes, you want the likes. I want the comments. I want the follow, the thumbs up, the subscribe here on YouTube. Yes, I want those, because those are reminders. But most importantly, those are reminders for people, right? But most importantly, I want the subscription of their heart. Because if I get the subscription of their heart, if people say, you know what, every time I hear this cat talk, he's always dropping some really fucking good shit. Every time I hear this cat talk, my life just goes a little bit better. My day was being a little sucky, and he reminded me that I can do it, that I can go into the studio and I can make things happen, that I can get that commission, that, hey, this guy doesn't think in lack. This guy says that there's enough to go around for everybody. I want to hear that. That message matters to me. If that's the thing that you're subscribed to, that matters to me as well. And now we both win, right? We're flowing power to each other and to other people. So I hope this makes any sense. This is how you can start getting commissions. If you're an artist and you're like, man, how do I get commissions? Man, find an audience, give them value, bring gifts to them. Once you got their attention, talk about yourself a little bit, not too much. Talk about what you do, and then continue to give gifts. Okay? This process doesn't have to be long. It could last a week. It could last 2 weeks, a month, whatever you want. Continue to give gifts. Once you know you're giving gifts, people are going to start asking you, hey, do you got something to sell to me? People start asking me, where can I buy your reference photos? It wasn't something that I thought about. People started asking me, do you have reference photos? Where can I get them? Can I buy them? Can I buy your videos? Can I learn to do what you're doing? Can you do a video on this? Just like Danny, you're asking right now, hey, do you have a video on strategy? How to get an audience? That's a video I can do. I can do a video like that completely for free here on Instagram. And I can do something, right? I can do something that it's like much more in depth, that it's a step by step. I hold you by the hand. I show you exactly how to do it. And I can put, I don't know, a price tag of $49 or whatever. That could be something that now that I can pitch now. You see how this works? But it's not something that I am coming up, oh, I wonder what else I could sell. No, it's something that comes out of the gifts. It comes out of giving. You give, and then people start asking you, I need more. Why? Because they need power, right? You're flowing power to them, and they're asking you. I get so many people asking me, dude, how did you start making 10K selling artwork a month. I started making $10,000 selling artwork a month. How'd you do that? Well, this is how I did it. No, I need to know more. I need to know more. Well, this is how I did it. No, I need to know more. Well, do you know what, dude? Pay me $300 and I'll tell you exactly how I did it in 1 hour. Okay? And that's how I started coaching people. People started paying me $300 an hour for me to tell them exactly how I started making $10,000 a month selling artwork. So it's more, right? Tell me more, flow more power to me. I don't care that you're charging me. I don't care that but now I need more power, right? I need you to flow more power. Some people started asking me, hey, I've been in a rut. People that started making $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 listening to some of the stuff that I've been saying. This guy was like, I'm making $7,000 a month. My sales went down to 5,000. How do I make it? How do I make it so that they go back? I'm like, dude, no, you don't want to go back to 7. I'm going to show you how to start making 10, 15, 20,000 bucks. That's what you need to do. You need to take it farther, right? So that when you fall below, you're not falling below. You're really falling in a good place. So I hope this makes any sense, guys. My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm an artist, and I'm ready to give you guys everything that I got if you are willing to listen to it. All right? I will be pitching my stuff as well, but know that whatever I'm pitching is 10 times more valuable than the valuable shit I'm already giving for free. So take care, guys. I will talk to you soon. Stay tuned. I gotta get to painting. All right? Peace.